Welcome back to the Crypto Rainn channel. I'm your host, Jay Murphy, and we're going to get right into it. 5 of the hottest deals out there. So what have I been doing this last week? I have been going shopping. Why? Well, because when everything is on sale, that's when I'm most excited to be shopping. Now, you're asking yourself, well, what if we're still in the bear market and it's a 3-year bear market? Is now a good time to go shopping? Yes, it's a great time to go shopping. However, if we truly are in the bear market, just realize it will pump up from here and then it will come down some more. I don't believe we are in that bear market. That's how I'm playing it. What you feel is up to you. But it's way too early, in my opinion, for this to have been the major climax. Also, there's one major marker I was watching for. There were a few that I didn't see, but you know what my one major marker is that warns when we're at the end of the bull cycle? Is when CNBC is having people on showing you how to buy XRP or some other token. And that marked the end of the last bull market. And when CNBC has people on showing you how to use your bank account to buy crypto, that is one of the signs that we are at the end and it is about to crash. And I did not see that yet. Did you? No, because it didn't happen yet. Why? Because we're too early. Now, I've shown you many times the different cycles from 2013, 2017 that we're mirroring a lot better 2013 with a really early year pump and then a retracement. Big retracement. Not as big as 2013 did, but still significant. And Bitcoin came back, lost over 50% of its value. However, some of these altcoins are massively on sale. I'm going to tell you about some of the best sales out there. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Join me, Rainmakers. Definitely like and subscribe if you want content from an investor perspective. That's my background, is investing for 20 years. That's what I bring to you. All right, so we are going to get into the top 5 deals out there, but real quick, Paraguay just announced that they're going to present legislation in July to adopt Bitcoin officially. So in July, they're going to go that way. Now, this is great because what happens when you have all these entrenched interests, politicians in bed with bankers in every major country out there, is there's going to be a lot of resistance from politicians. The way Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies get massive adoption is that smaller countries who want a better seat at the table, because they are smart to want a better seat at the table, they're going to adopt the new technology so that they can bring investment dollars and people and money over to their economy. And that at first what happens is all these other places that act, I guess, that the politicians and the existing technologies collude to try to stop any new technology. Well, eventually they start losing people and money, and they then have to become more friendly to whatever technology it is. And so we're seeing the wave go that way, which is exciting. This is exactly what we need to see for crypto to really go worldwide, because all the major countries are going to get in the way of it, at least the politicians who really care more about their donors than they do their voters, or usually act to stop this kind of thing because their vested interests, their current donors, don't want this because they don't want to have to compete in a market of free ideas. So what happens is other countries then adopt it, say, bring your money over here, bring your people over here, come our way. So El Salvador, followed by Paraguay, and we don't know who's next. All right, top deals out there. My number one top pick, had to cover this one first, is Ecomi. Now, I don't know if you've been following this, but it's had a massive, massive retracement, and I will share with you exactly why the value is so strong. So it hit 1.3 cents, which took its market cap way up to like 3 billion almost. And it has retraced almost 90%. Now you see this curve is flattening here, and maybe it dips even cheaper. Do you realize that this project launched 3 years ago? And guess what? The token unlocks for their team just started happening like a month and a half ago. And so some of this sell pressure comes from their team. that's been sitting on their tokens for 3 years and not been able to sell them. And even at this price, they're still in profit. They're doing good. So not only are there the people that bought here and they just haven't learned about crypto yet, and then they panic sell here, and they obviously haven't found my channel so I can talk some sense into them. And so they're just panic selling. Now, you probably know Akomi. The token is OMI. Let me share with you what is so hot about this. First of all, they decided 3 years ago to build on Wanchain because it was faster and cheaper than Ethereum. However, it has ended up holding them back because they've been trying to get on bigger exchanges, but most of those bigger exchanges don't have a node for Wanchain, and so it's really acted as huge resistance for them to be able to get on all the major exchanges. They are working on going to the Ethereum blockchain or just Ethereum compatible blockchain so that they can then get on all the big exchanges out there, because right now they're only on 2. And this has held them back because they're 2 like crazy exchanges. I'm not crazy, but you can get on gate.io, but BitMax and Bit4X are the major ones. I get Gate.io. I'm not sure how recently they opened them, but I have bought on Bit4X and it's fine. But yeah, so you can get them all here, and they're only paired with USDT. And so it's difficult to buy right now, but their actual company, see, what I like is low cap gems that are true gems. And what I love about OMI or their app Vivi is that they are so revenue positive right now. They're so revenue positive that they are getting major licenses for their NFTs. They're then putting these NFTs out, and they sell like crazy. They sell out in a matter of milliseconds on their ultra rare, and then their other stuff rare sells out. Even in this down market, their stuff, their collectibles are selling like crazy. So they've been able to show all this great track record that they've had, and guess what just happened? Company announces deal with, when I say Kiwi NFT, that's because they're out of New Zealand. Company announces deal with Marvel as sales passed 40 million in 6 months. Okay, so we have an actual project that is hugely revenue positive, and they're signing major deals like this, and their token's on almost a 90% sale. Yeah, so I've been on its retrace. I've been buying it all the way since 0.75 cents, and then it hit close to 0.5 cents, and I bought some more. I bought some more here, and I'm only waiting to buy more because I put in a bunch of money from fiat, and I have that cool down period before they'll allow me to send that off chain and send that over to the right exchange to buy some more Komi. This is my number one buy. If you have the ability, you'll be able to buy it even before I do, because it might be 2 more days before that cool down period is done, and I'll be able to buy some. Now, just know it still could drop from here. Who knows? There's still sale pressure on it. These things I'm sharing with you, like if you read in the community, there's still a lot of frustration that it's come down so much, but it's come down so much because look at this massive, massive pump. It was literally trading for one millionth of a cent, pretty much. I don't know how many. That's a lot of zeros. Was that 4 zeros? And then it went up to, just 2 zeros. So it 100x just to get to here. And then from here, it 10x again. And so, yeah, that is a massive run. So it's come all the way down here to a fraction of a cent again, 0.156 cents. And so that is my number one best buy right now. The fundamentals behind this could not be stronger. They even worked in an additional burn mechanism that sales that happen on the marketplace, I believe it's going to be burning 2.5% of the gems or the worth of, I guess, OMI tokens for the gems that are done. So they know the biggest concern I hear from people, oh my gosh, that supply is so massive. Look, it didn't stop, what is it, Shibu, that token that I don't deal with those types of tokens, Doge and Shibu and stuff. And so it has a massive supply. So this is the number to look at. What is the market cap? And at 300 million, Akomi is one of the projects in the whole entire space that is the most revenue positive out there. So I'm all over it with Akomi. I already have 4.5 million tokens. I'll be buying some more. All right, Kiwi. Oh, yeah, we looked at this. So my next major big deal that I want to bring to you is Wanchain. Now, you probably saw the interview with the founder, Jack Liu, that I did the other day, and you probably got an idea of why I love Wanchain so much. Their technology is top notch. Now, what they've been lacking in is pumpamentals or just marketing hype. That's all. Their technology is some of the best technology in the whole entire space. Their project market cap hit under $100 million. Like, it is massively on sale. Now, unfortunately, it's not a 90% discount. It did go all the way up to almost 250. And so, yeah, 50 cents, it's on what is that, an 80% discount, which is still massively on sale. Imagine you're walking through the store and you see 90% off here, you see 80% off here. See, you don't have to buy when things are down, but this is when I buy when things are down. And people ask me, Murph, why is your portfolio doing so well? Well, because I buy on sale and I sell when it's at a premium. It's really as simple as that. However, when you're new, it's the hardest to buy when things are on sale because you're scared. And when things are going crazy, your mind is telling you, hey, how do I leverage my house? How do I leverage my car to buy more? And that's actually your sell signal of when to take some profits. All right, Split is my next number. This is my number 3 pick. And the reason is because it uses the blockchain to really take online purchases and sales. I don't know if this will hit it. It's in a competitive market space. They have a fantastic team. They'll probably hit it. I don't know that I'm going to be holding Split. In fact, I'm not going to be holding hardly any of my altcoins through the next bear market. What I'll be doing is selling as it goes crazy later this year, and then I'll be buying back cheap during the bear market. Understanding that there might be a few of them that don't get a lot cheaper during the bear market. Most will, but a few might not, and I'm okay with that. We did see one token last time. BNB token actually didn't go down during the bear market. It actually increased from the beginning of the bear market, $6 to $18 by the end of the bull market, and it was a revenue positive project. Binance was, and so it was one of the only revenue positive tokens out there. And there were some things they used those revenues to do that really bolstered up their price. But my guess is this time that some of the revenue positive projects might not decrease very much during the bear market. I'm willing to take that risk because most things will dump tremendously during the bear market. So Split, I like 90% off deals. And look at this. From when it came out, it went up almost to $5, and it's currently at 17 cents. That is a phenomenal sale. So some other metrics I look at, what is the fully diluted valuation? Well, if all the tokens were in circulation, right now only about 6% or 7% are in circulation, but if all of them were in circulation, it'd be a 90 million fully diluted valuation. That is massively on sale. It is fantastic buy, in my opinion. Do note, none of this is financial advice. What you do is fully on you, your decision to own and stuff. This is just what I'm doing. All right, one of my other big pickups I picked up a lot of is linear finance. Now, I've been really bullish on this. This comes with a downside. So you can leverage on their platform. This is the only platform I have done leverage on. And it was a huge pain in my butt about a month ago because it went all the way up to 24 cents, which was great. It's come down 90% off right now, but I did have some leverage there. So I did have to buy more Lena because it's pretty low leverage amount, but they have this application that it rewards you for pulling out leverage. It rewards you pretty well, which is the only reason I did it, even though I hate leverage. And with everything retracing, forefront of my mind was hating leverage because you can get liquidated if you don't buy more and put it in. So I bought more, put it in, bought more and put it in. And I was still fine, but I didn't need to put any more in. But when it went down this cheap, I did put a bunch more in. Why? Because it was so cheap. It was 90% off and I couldn't pass that up. I've used their platform a lot. It's nice. It has, I won't show it here, maybe another video. I did do a video on linear in the past that you can check out. But one of my big picks was linear finance or Lena. I like too that it's both on Ethereum but also Binance Smart Chain. I use the Binance Smart Chain side of it because the transaction fees are so cheap. And the rewards are really good if you will do leverage. Now, at this price, it makes leverage pretty attractive because as it goes up from here, your risk is pretty low, but who knows? It could have from here. You don't know. Linear finance, one of my biggest picks. Another one of mine I wanted to bring you is EOS. Now, I know I've talked about these before, Split, EOS, also Shadows, but right now they're on massive, massive sales. And so these are some of my best pickups I've been making. So it did go all the way up to 220. It's currently almost at 25 cents, so almost 90% off from its previous high, and that's when I love to buy. Since I don't think we're in a full bear market, this is just like a mini bear market, a reset after so much of a parabolic move, February, March, and April, that, we get this great chance to buy. Do you remember in April and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have got in when things were so much cheaper? Well, your wish did come true. The bigger question is, well, are you going to have, be brave and pull the trigger on some of the things that you like? And it's hard. I get it because I've been there before, especially when I was new in this space. It was the hardest to pull the trigger when the FUD was the strongest. It's the easiest to pull the trigger when there's no FUD and everything is rosy, and then it crashes. So the problem with crypto and investing in general, and this is what my 20 years experience in investing has really helped me to really grasp at a deeper level, is buy when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your blood, and sell when there's all kinds of exuberance that it's never going to come down. All right, so I did want to give an honorable mention to Formation Finance. Now, I'm not saying I'm buying more at these prices. Heck no. No way. Just this is one to watch. See, it came out in this craziness, and it still pumped. 3 cents was the IDO price. So it pumped and went, what is that, like almost 13x from its IDO price in this terrible, horrible market. And so it's now retracing. Well, this is good news, because if you bought up here, I would be like, no, do not do that. I'd be very disappointed. I get it if you're brand new, although, that's why I hope you subscribe to the channel, because I help share these principles with you so you don't make these kind of mistakes. But then it's been retracing, and I had identified in our Telegram chat, so you will see a Telegram link below that you can join the Telegram chat, and we were talking there, at what price does formation get really attractive again? Because when it came out, it shot up pretty high, and it looked like it might come down to under 10 cents, and then it went poof, and absolutely took off. But under 10 cents starts to get really attractive again. I mean, look at this fully diluted valuation already, $217 million for a project that just came out. Now, this team, one of the reasons I like it, like behind the scenes, I've had multiple communications with them, and I see some of what's going on. And I did speak to two of the founding team members like 2 months ago, and just to get a feel for this project and what I thought about it, and if I liked it. I connected up to them through some of my insiders. And I was like, wow, I like these people. I think they'll go far with their product. So this kind of valuation, pretty early for that kind of valuation, fully diluted valuation. Their actual circulating supply is only 18% of their total supply. So their market cap really is only 40 million right now, but it's still pretty early for 40 million. I wouldn't be surprised to see this retrace and come back to a really attractive price. So I couldn't put this in my top 5, but I did want to give an honorable mention. Not that I would be buying this personally now. No. But under 10 cents is when I'll probably be covering again. And if we're really lucky, it'll come way under 10 cents. Now, the IDO price was 3 cents, and that's probably going to be the floor that it could ever get. It could go lower than that. Who knows? But, close to 3 cents at 10 cents, in my opinion, that's 3 times the IDO price. Extremely attractive price on this. All right. That's what I wanted to share with you today, my top picks. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'm an investor myself. I've been investing for over 20 years. I only have 4 years in crypto. I'm sharing with you how I understand this market. Some of the mistakes I made, even though I had so much investment experience in general, when I came over to crypto, I had to make some of the noob mistakes myself, unfortunately. And I learned from them very fast, because it was like, oh, why did you do that? You know better. But honestly, you think you're in a different space when you come into crypto at first, and you think the rules don't apply. They absolutely apply here. Just everything's accelerated. The cycle from beginning to end is only 4 years. You have massive volatility, which is what makes crypto so good. Those two things, like short total cycles of 4 years, the volatility, then you couple that with technology that will change the way much of the world handles transactions, stores value, even stores things like rights of like songs and who owns a building and stuff. You might have caught my video on Deep, DEIP, and they're creating a world for, I guess, owning the music rights of like different songs and different movies and all kinds of things stored as NFTs, and you can even fractionalize those NFTs. So I do think the technology from crypto is absolutely going to change the world. And so when you put those three things together, there's no place I'd rather be. In fact, I left my role. It was a very fun role. I was a buyer for a real estate investment company, and I would do their strategic acquisitions. And I left that to do full-time crypto. I finally quit just about 3.5 weeks ago now. And I didn't have to quit. I only did 20 hours, sometimes 30 hours a week with them. And the income was fantastic. It's just I found I was missing out on some of the great deals in crypto. So the opportunity cost was too high. Because I started 5 years ago or 4 years ago in 2017, this isn't my first cycle. If you will commit yourself to be here 5 years from now, the chances that you accumulate life-changing wealth are much, much higher than if you're trying to make it all happen this cycle. Even with all my investor experience, I didn't have enough time having come in the later end of the first cycle to make life-changing wealth. In fact, I made pretty decent money. I made 10x returns, only to really not understand how to cash out and take profit, and saw most of those returns completely evaporate to below what I had put in because I didn't understand the cycles yet. I was new. And that was even with making some mistakes. I made 10x returns 2017, but then lost all that. But I knew I was onto something, and I stuck around during the bear market. So if you'll make a commitment to yourself for 5 years, I'll make the commitment to be here with you and share with you my thoughts. Now, I can't give you financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. I can only tell you what I'm doing and how I think about it, and hopefully that helps you. This cycle has created complete life-changing wealth for me, and then hopefully we're around next cycle too, so that many of you will hit that same life-changing wealth on your second cycle. Now, some of you, this is your second cycle, and you're already doing really well, and I know because I see you in our Telegram chat. And I appreciate the insights you give new people to this space. They're just new. They're not dumb. They're just new, and it is hard being new. We've all been there before. So those of you, and you know who you are, Chris and Steven and other people that take them under your wing, I appreciate that so much, and we will see you next time. I'm going to leave you with our song from Manuela. For all you Rainmakers, Rainmakers are those who are committing to the 5-year cycle to be here 5 years from now. And though it's going to be boring, stick around through the bear market. It does get boring. It does get hard. But what else are you going to do that creates massive life-changing wealth or has the opportunity to create that for you? So why not be here? Thanks so much.
Success is falling